Today I'm in the Shropshire Hills, so why not come and join me? It's been a while, but once again I've brought myself out into the hills, and today I'm at Carding Mill Valley in Shropshire. I've never been to this part of the world before at all, so this is going to be absolutely fascinating. I've driven through every kind of weather on the way here. The views on the way here were absolutely stunning, and now I'm literally sat in a car park in a valley with paths going up either sides. This is going to be absolutely stunning. If the weather stays good, it's going to be even better. If we get a mix of weather, then that's just going to be amazing. So without further ado, I'm going to get out there and see what I can find. Today's a bit of a rarity in that I actually had a path in mind when I set out. I've been reading a book which had a really interesting route listed, but guess what? I've got here and I've seen a different route that I want to go, and I'm going to go because this is the one that is screaming out to me to head this way. So I'm going up the hills, I'm going across the valley. This is going to be amazing. I'm less than 10 minutes into this. I've already lost a layer of clothes. I lost my hat because it's so hot walking up these hills. You can probably see behind me there is some kind of manor house, at least that's what I presume it is. And I immediately saw that shot as soon as I came in, so I decided I was going to come up this path straight away instead of the recommended route. But it's all linked, so we'll see where we end up. Look at this view behind me. I've only been walking less than 10 minutes since my last update and I'm knackered. This is all uphill. You can tell I'm out of practice, but this is just absolutely stunning. I've already seen some rabbits running around. I've not got my telephoto lens on at the moment though, so wasn't able to capture them. I'm also walking alongside a golf course as well, and I think as I go up this next hill over this side, I'm going to reach a bit of a lip where I'll be able to look over the golf course and towards the hills that looked so amazing as I drove by them earlier. So that is my plan. Also, added bonus of taking this route, far less people. Well, I'm now on what feels like the edge of the world. It's absolutely stunning out here. There's a couple of hills that meet, and you can see behind me there is a house that is in the valley, on the road that runs between the valleys. It's absolutely stunning, but I do think overall I've taken the less travelled route, so I'm going to need to go back up that way and to the top of this hill. I'd really love to get over the top of those hills, but I don't know if that's going to be doable. But let's see how it goes, and let's see how my fitness holds out. I'm so incredibly out of shape. Again, I've walked a couple of minutes up a hill. Astounding views. Lovely photo I've just taken. But I'm knackered. I am so out of practice. Inevitably it started to rain, and inevitably it's happened when I'm not near any cover. However, there are these wonderful sheep up here who've just posed for me on the top of the hill, which was gorgeous. I'm going to get my telephoto lens out, I think, because I want to take some longer shots of the hills in that direction. I've already taken some of them, but I think I can get even better now that the skies are a little bit more dramatic. But I am now going to get wet. But hey ho, that's how it goes. That was definitely worth it. It only took me 30 seconds and I got 4 or 5 versions of the shot that I wanted, so I'm hopeful that I'll get something really good out of that. I've now just decided to take cover under a tree because I am on the top of a hill and there's not much else here. It is next to a golf course, so again it's very open because of that as well, but there are these nice trees with lots of cover, and touch wood, it's not raining too much yet. Hopefully it just dissipates. That didn't take long, the rain has stopped, let's rock and roll. I'm now at the peak of the hill and it is drizzling a little bit. I've just been doing some establishing shots over here, and in doing so I spotted a shot I want to get on my telephoto lens as well. Again, it's absolutely gorgeous. There is some light coming through, but it's not enough to overwhelm any particular scene. So these are going to be overcast shots, but I quite like that, and you know, it is what it is. I've just taken multiple versions of that shot, and I'm sure that some of them are going to be absolutely stunning. At least one of them will be one of my favourites, I'm pretty certain of that. I don't really know what I'm going to do next. The weather's being really annoying. It's raining for a bit, stopping for a bit, raining for a bit, stopping for a bit. So it's difficult to get into any kind of groove, and it's trickier when I'm changing lenses as well. I think I'm going to carry on walking that way. There are lots of breaks in the clouds, so hopefully some will come over and we'll get a bit of break from the rain. But yeah, who knows? Let's keep going. Still climbing the hills, still exhausted. However, I want to get up here, which appears to be I don't know, some kind of peak where you can shoot the wonderful, gorgeous hills over here. Unfortunately, you can probably see this fella is defending it. I've taken a nice little portrait of them, but can I get in? Let's find out. I pulled out the All Trails app because I want to be starting to make my way back now to the car, or at least be in that direction, because I've been out for a couple of hours. And I'll be damned if I can work out how to use it just to generally navigate. Probably better off with Google Maps. We do at least have no more rain for the time being, so I've been able to swap my lenses back, change the batteries, refuel with some water, me, not the camera. And now I'm heading back in that direction. There are lots of other things to see here, and I'm a bit annoyed that I've somehow got caught up in the golf course, to be honest, because there's waterfalls and all sorts. So I'm going to use the All Trails app to see if it can get me back to where I want to be, and yeah, hopefully get some more interesting shots, because I've got plenty of those hills now. Turns out sheep are big scaredy cats. As soon as I put my bag down, it ran off. So I managed to get up that viewpoint. That viewpoint had vertical steps, and I was a bit nervous going up. And then I came across a second one that had diagonal steps, and I thought, oh, that'll be a lot easier. And I went up that one, and it was rickety as hell. And I thought it was going to collapse any minute. But it didn't, obviously, because I'm still here. And maybe today is the day. I don't want to tempt fate. I haven't got any wood to touch, that something doesn't go wrong. Quick pit stop for a protein bar and a splash of water. Then I'm going to go back out again. I'm going to go the opposite way this time. So I'm not quite sure what is there. There's also a road on the opposite side of the cliff that I'd quite like to explore as well, but I'll probably do that afterwards when I leave here, and I'll probably do that in the car. I am running low on energy. I probably shouldn't have sat down, but I am going to keep going. I can see why this route was the recommended one, and I can see why people were walking this way. It's a lot more picturesque. There's houses, there's a little river, there are some cute little bridges. Still think I went the right way though. Still think for the shots that I wanted I went in the right direction. Anything I get down here is going to be a bit of a bonus. I did just have the most bizarre experience though. 2 sheep just suddenly came running down the road towards me. I got a couple of snapshots, but yeah, that was a bizarre experience. This route is stunning. It's almost like it's been landscaped. The paths and the streams and the trees all work in perfect harmony. I have, however, reached my limit. I think I'm going to have to turn around and go back in the car for a bit. I'm probably going to drive up that other path I mentioned. I just don't have any strength left to go down this route, because I think the further I go, the more wonderful things I'll discover. So I'm going to maybe save this for another day. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go back up that road to explore the hill on the other side and see what the views are like from over there, and then I'll probably call it a day. But this place really is wonderful. I can't recommend it enough. On the way back, I saw a bird. I think it was a robin, but it was 5 minutes ago. My brain's forgotten now what it was. I went to take a photo of it, and it did that thing where it sat there patiently while I changed my lens. It sat there patiently while I decided to change the settings on my camera. And then just as I went to fine-tune the final setting, it flew off, which is a real annoyance because it was a beautiful bird in a wonderful position, and the shot itself looked amazing. It then jumped onto the floor and teased me a little bit longer. I tried to track it and take another shot of it, and unfortunately I didn't have the correct settings on at that point, so I got this shot. However, again, it is what it is. I didn't come here today for wildlife shots, although I always love wildlife shots. But I think that's me done here. There was certainly a lot more for me to discover up there. I took a few photos of a few signposts to remind me of what was there that I haven't covered, so I probably will come back at some point in the future. And now I'm going to go up this hill over here that obviously you can't see, and I'm going to see what is up there, because lots of cars keep going up there and it looks fascinating. As I suspected, this is stunning. It's the other part of where I've come to. I think it's called the Long Wind or the Long Wind. It could be either. W-Y-N-D. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but the sheep agrees with me. I'm going to go out and have a quick look around and then carry on driving. Unfortunately, the shots that I would want were in places where you can't stop. It's more like one of those continental roads you see in the mountains of Italy, whereby the roads are really narrow and there's a very steep drop to the side. And I would have loved to have stopped and taken some photos, but clearly that would not have been practical. So I'm now at the designated tourist stop. I'm going to get out, have a quick look around, say hello to these sheep, apparently, and see what I can find here. I don't know what I think is going to happen, but the sheep have literally gathered around my car, and there are other cars here as well. Oh, fight. This could be fun. Okay, I take it back. This is absolutely stunning, and I should have gone with the tourist advice, because this is just fantastic. I really wish I'd parked my car here and started here, because this would have given me a panoramic view of both sides of the valley. I'm going to get a few shots here while I can, but daylight is starting to run out. Although thinking about it, maybe I'll hang around a little bit longer. Sunset could be interesting. Right, so despite the fact that I'm starving and I really need to go and get some food, I decided to hang around for sunset. Now there is a gorgeous, gorgeous orange sky over this side of the hills. Unfortunately, the side of the hills the subject on is this side. Now there is a little bit of orange coming through the clouds, so I'm going to see what I can do. I've moved to a slightly different car park, just a 2-minute drive down the road. I'm going to see what I can do here, and then I'll probably head back to where I was originally. Hopefully, as it gets more and more orange, possibly purple, this side. I don't want to go much further, so I've taken what shots I can, and I think there's going to be a couple in there that are okay. But I think I'm going to head back now to the main car park, because I've got some real ideas for the shots I want from over there. Okay, so the sunset isn't breaking through where I hoped it would, which is behind me. But what I'm going to do is climb this hill and see what's there, and then I am now getting very tired and very hungry and very grumpy, so I don't know how much longer I'll hang around for, but I'm going to give it a go. Let's go to the top of this hill. So got the tripod there, all ready to go, camera's ready to go, and see what shots we can get from up there. time to head back to the car. I'm not sure I've done justice to the vastness of this place. It's absolutely stunning. I didn't quite get the shots I wanted. The light doesn't help. There's not a lot else going on. There's not a huge amount of leading lines or objects to put in the foreground here, so I didn't really find what I wanted to find. But on another day with a bit more interesting lighting, it could have been a whole lot better. However, it is what it is. That's what happens when we come out on these ad hoc trips. And I'm going to now head back to the car and then start driving home. But I'm going to get some food first because I'm absolutely starving. I hope you've enjoyed this week's landscape adventures. Don't forget to do all the usual, like, comment, subscribe and all that. And I'll be back soon with another episode. So thank you for coming along, and here come the photos from today.